Women in Islam. Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and I've just completed an interview with an inspirational Muslim woman, which has reminded me that there's a disconnect between stereotypes portrayed in some areas of the media and the reality of life. A stereotypical view is one that focuses on the negative aspects of Islamic women. As with all stereotypes, there are women who are treated like this and behave like this. This is more likely to do with individual and cultural preferences, though, rather than the teachings of Islam. Unfortunately, these stereotypes have come to be accepted as fact. The real place of women in Islam has been hijacked by erroneous Muslims and also the press. Islam teaches that men and women are completely equal in religion and that both men and women have an equal right to education. The Quran teaches, "Whoever works righteousness, man or woman, verily to him will we give a new life." And in the Hadith, it says, "The search for knowledge is a duty for every Muslim, male or female." However, Islam doesn't teach that equal means the same. Men and women have different roles in Islam because God has given them a different nature and purpose. One Muslim woman has written about this. She said, "The meaning of Allah's words in the Quran reflect the exalted position that a woman occupies in Islam. She's mentioned in the same verse as the most important duty of a Muslim, that of worshipping, respecting and obeying Allah the Almighty. This reflects the high standing of a woman in Allah's sight and indicates how valuable a woman's role and personality are." The principle of Islamic dress is modesty. The Quran says, "Say to the believing men that they should lower their gaze and guard their modesty, and say to the believing women that they should draw their veils over their bosoms and not display their beauty except to their husbands and other close family members." Men and women both are to dress modestly. Some Muslim women wear the hijab or the full veil. One view of this is that it liberates women. These women are not sex objects in the eyes of lustful men. Men's appreciation of them is because of their personality, not their appearance. There is some discussion among Muslims about whether instructions are to be followed word for word or whether it's sufficient to be guided by the principle behind the instruction. For example, the modest dress, appropriate to each person's individual circumstances. The Muslim view of women is one of full equality. Each practice of Islam is for the protection of women and also of the family. Women are entitled to an education and to work if they feel necessary. However, just as some non-Muslims view the teachings of Islam as sexist and relegating women to second-class citizens, some Muslims who do not fully understand Islamic teachings can also agree with this stereotype and perpetuate it in their practice. This is seen in both history and in the modern